people, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new video. In the last video I showed you how to illuminate places, but I only showed you inside places. In this video I'm going to show you how to illuminate outside and terraform a little. So we're here in Vanilla High, in my little island. The FPS are not great because I'm having lag issues right now. I think it's something here that's laggy. I'm trying to solve that for next clips. So, terraforming and illuminating outside. Step number 1, in theory, would be clearing everything. Destroying all trees, getting rid of plants. In this case, I can't really do that because we have Bomberman there. Bomberman is my charged creeper bed. That beautiful path I don't want to destroy. And a lot of beacons, which we are going to decorate too. They are a light source. So, step number 1 would be clearing. Step number 2 would be using a different block to mark the places we want paths to go through. Oh, before step number 1, which would be clearing everything, would be gathering a lot of resources. Down below in my island I have even more resources, but here are the ones that I cleared from the garden. A lot of leaves, a few pieces of wood, some bone, and more of this stuff. Well, paths, we should be kind of 4 now. I'm going to put a list in the screen. Planning the paths. One of them, if you see, is going to go below that thing. And the other one is going to go round this little mountain, up this way. I'm going to have to terraform at the same time I plan the paths. Round this way, beside Bomberman. Hi, Bomberman! By the walls, between these 2 beacons. I'm also going to change that glass so that we could see the guardian, my guardian pet. He's called Nemo. This area I'm planning to do a little bit more nethery. I like nethery things. I don't know what I'm going to do with that beacon yet. This path is going to continue this way and it's going to join this thing here. And if I can, there we go. Nice one. I will light the portal the big portal once my lag issues are solved, which they are already looking better. And another path is going to go this way, round that mountain, and up to the iron beacon. Not peacock, beacon. Whoops. Elytra sometimes don't open. And also, no, not also, after building these paths, it will be time to terraform, which would be step number 5 maybe, and fix illuminating issues. I'm going to try not to use as many torches as these ones because they look like plants or some kind of torches raining, or rain torches, or it's raining torches, that kind of thing. So I'm going to try to do a fast camera. I don't know what it's called yet. So let's follow this path and fast camera on, maybe, hopefully. Okay, so terraforming. Oh, you have to be very careful not to remove lights, because if there is a place where creepers or things can spawn, they will spawn and ruin and ruin everything, and it will be horrible and I will get scared. So be careful with not leaving anything dark. Very, very careful. Okay, so after a lot of that, we end up with something like this. First we cleared the pathways, added a few blocks, then shoveled so that it looked this way, and then digged away a few other blocks. Now the idea is to make this look a little random. So we could place some coarse dirt, everything randomly. Now some gravel, like so, a few logs facing in different directions. This one goes away too. Now this other log. This has to be completely random. Now remember the last video? Remember that light could shine through slabs? Now, so we place a few slabs like that. Here a little piece of sand. Now this slab. There we go. And believe it or not, light shines a little through these slabs. I'll show you again at night time. Well, the idea of this is first of all to hide torches. So if that happens, just change the block like that. And another one here, and in this one I'm going to place a log. The idea of this is to make it look like that one there. Like this one. See? We need a smooth way up and a smooth way down every way. And a random looking path. Here there's a slab missing. No, that's not a slab. Hold on. Like this one. Smooth way up. Nice way right around here. And a long way to go. So, another time lapse. Okay, now the path is done. Not only that, but this way too. All around the island. It took me quite a lot of time, and I'm not done yet. Sometimes, somewhere in the past, I decided to place torches like this one under glass, just like I showed in the video before. It's still a little laggy, but it's fine. If I'm not recording, it's a lot better. All the way, this way too. Now, for the next step, we should terraform whatever it is we touched to make the paths, to make it look better. And then we are going to illuminate the place. Take away a lot of these torches, leave others, place some lights underground, covered with leaves or glass, and then we might start planting. I'm going to leave the path until like this. I'm not going to build anymore because it really takes a lot of time. But I think it looks awesome. Okay, so now it's getting leaves, a lot of leaves, and torches, which I think I don't have, and a lot more glass because just barely one stack won't do. So see you later. Okay, so this is how the road looks so far. I mean, this is how the path looks so far. I decided to use a brown palette, as you might have already seen, for this one. There we go. And the next step of decorating the island and hiding lights would be to continue to do this, either in the road or in the surroundings, and to hide torches or other sources of light below leaves, like here. Also, yes, it's laggy. You could put a little waterfall and hide lights below it, like I've done in this pond. And a good decorating idea is to make cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, stone, and grey blocks look like stones, like big rocks in the area. And you can also hide lights beneath them, like here. Looking fine so far. Okay, so after the small waterfall and lighting a bit the lake and the surroundings, I started placing some glowstone over cobblestone walls around all the paths, like this. And this would be the path finished. But there's still a lot to do with the rest of the island. I have to make some trees and terraform some more. Oh, and if we can survive this lag, there is something else I've done here. As I didn't have enough time enough space to terraform, I decided to put some spruce wood and some more glowstone, like this, to make it look as it is actually holding the ground there. I might put a few more here. So I'm going to walk all the way through this path, and this is all made in survival. And here, this way, to our small iron farm, which is that way, and round the island. A little visit to Bomberman. Hi, Bomberman. And this, from here onwards, I'm going to do it in another outside of camera and another day, maybe in a long time, because this is really taking a lot of time. But I think it's looking awesome. I still have to make something better for this little entrance here, and I have to make sure that every single spot in this little island is over 7 of light. You can do that by pressing F3, which I am not going to because you would see my chords. Oh, and also another important thing is to use these blocks, cobblestone, stairs, walls, and blocks, and gravel, and stone too, placed like this, maybe with some light in between or over, to make them look like actual big stones. like big rocks. See, another one there. Oh, mossy cobblestone too, that's another nice block for that. And another one there. I'm going to make some more of those. And continue lighting this place. I have another more ideas. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to use some wood and leaves to make custom trees, and inside of those leaves I'm going to place either more sea lanterns or glowstone. As we have a good guardian farm, I think that for us it's a lot cheaper to use sea lanterns than glowstone. But glowstone looked a little better in this path. As I used a brownish palette, brown looks better, as far as I can think, with glowstone than with sea lanterns, and sea lanterns look a lot better inside the water. So I'm going to see what can I do. This path is awesome. So see you in my next video. Okay, so we're here days after, and I'm going to show you how this is. I think it has been a day or two since I last recorded, and now it's morning and I have an overdose of sugar and caffeine. Don't do drugs though. Don't. They are not nice. Okay, so I placed glowstone all the way in each side of both of every path. I also placed some lily pads here so you can sort of parkour. I'm not going to do any demo because I'm not really good at parkour. Actually, I'm really bad at parkour. And I've placed more stones like the one here, but I think I placed was that there before in the last video? I don't know. I did one there, and some in the other side of the island. I'm going to try to get there if I survive lag, because I still didn't find the cause of lag. Maybe it's just me. Where were they? Oh yeah, here. I placed one here with a little light somewhere inside, there maybe. And if I can survive lag, which I'm getting worse at, another one here. Bomberman is still safe. And I also made that tree there. My aim was to make it look a little like a willow. Weeping willow, was that the name of Harry Potter's tree? And I would like to place another one there. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to go for a smaller or a bigger one. I'm going to place glowstone inside of the tree leaves like I've done in that one. Lag. Okay, free of lag for a second. I noticed the difference, and I'm only at 13 FPS. I'm going to die here. Well, now it's 5 FPS. It's even worse than it was a few days ago. Well, there, I don't know if you can see, I've placed glowstone, as I've said before, inside of the leaves of this tree, and that's the reason why we don't need torches here anymore. I would like to eventually get rid of all the torches in the island. I believe that you shouldn't be afraid of torches if you use them correctly, but planting them and making it look as if there's a rain of arrows, like in Sparta, no, like in 300 I think it was, but with torches, doesn't look good. It just doesn't. So I'm going to try to get rid of all of them, or at least most of them, and if I don't get rid of all of them, the ones I leave will be in a better place than just in the ground. Maybe like this one here, which is on top of a rocky thingy, like that. And now I'm just going to reduce all the chunks and I don't know, make the graphic fast, take away all the particles to see if I can, I don't know, make it instead of 5 FPS 20, 13. I would be happy with 13 because there is no way I can build like this. So let's see you later. Hiya! So now we are here again in front of my building towers to show you another examples of paths that you can illuminate in the outside without using torches, because lately people seem to hate torches. So let's show you. Okay, for this one I decided to use stone, of course, like in that tower, glowstone, like in that tower, and sea lanterns and wood, like in that tower. So, of course, I placed the stairs, once facing to the lighting wood block and the other ones facing away from it. This way you won't go up and down. And so you can go out of the path when you are in the middle of it. I added some fence doors, every 5 blocks, I think 5. Now this next path is like the one in my island, but instead of using a brown palette I only used a grey one. You could also mix this with some shoveling, some random shoveling, just like this, and it will also look great. Random blocks every now and then, just don't think about it. Go on like that, like with your life, just like this. And a few in the outside, like that. That's it. And it still looks good. For this next one, I mixed a little the theme of this tower and the theme of that one, maybe more of that one. So I used glowstone in the floor and redstone lamps in the ceiling. You can go outside from any point, and I think this path also looks great. Now this is another little random like path, but just randomly shoveling all the way through. And this last one copies the theme of my last building tower so far, which is some kind of deserty theme. It shows you that it's possible to make a path, make curves. The only thing is that it's easier to do if it's a random like path instead of like the first one or the second I showed, or the third, the first or the third. You can really do paths anyway, just, I don't know, invent something new. You can also try to copy me, I don't mind, that's why I make these videos. And that's it for today. So like the video, comment, subscribe. See me later. Bye bye.